Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this review. And as always, we'd like to thank our viewers and our subscribers, because without you, we're not us. Let's talk about Marvel Legends series X-Force Archangel by Hasbro. This is available now for pre-order or order at this moment. So check out places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, or your local big box store. Guys, let me know if you're going to purchase this figure or not. But right now, let's roll them off the stand and let's get started. So let's take a look at our packaging. It's pretty basic. We've seen this many times before, but if you haven't, let's go over it. At the top panel, it's all black. And as you can see, the red logo on top. If you take a look at the side panel here, you'll see Archangel in a comic form look. And the sticker decal, kind of like a sticker decal because it's shiny, looks pretty neat. And if you look on the bottom, you're also going to see the logo in red as well, right? And if you take a look at the other side panel, you are going to see Marvel Legends series, Archangel, and the window cutout slide on the front. And you'll see Archangel in a pose with that sticker decal shininess kind of thing to it. It looks really good though. I do like that. And if we look at the face of the packaging, you're going to see Marvel Legends series, the action figure, and all the accessories inside the bubble and the window. And on the other side, you'll see Archangel reading upside down, X-Force, the Aegis, and Hasbro. So that will do it for the outside of the packaging. I mean, if you flip it over to the back side, you also see a bio on the side. You see Archangel there and the rest of some comic stuff. But you can see some other things there at the bottom. You can pause that and read it if you like, but that'll do it. Okay, for the inside of the packaging, it's really not a diorama, but it has some designs there. Take a look at it. You can see it there. Nothing really that great. I mean, you could put the figure and make some poses with it and kind of do some Photoshop to make it look really neat, but it's something, but it's really not nothing. Just wanted to show you that. There you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and give them a measure. We'll start with the inches, right? Okay, on the inches, right at 6.5, maybe a little under. Okay, and on the centimeter side, he'll be right just over 16 centimeters. That's where he's at, and that's where he's standing. Okay, so let's scale him up. We'll throw a couple figures. As you see, Juggernaut's in the background there. Always got to have him because he scales very well, just to give you an idea on larger scales versus smaller scales. And we'll go ahead and throw up Angel. Why not? There he is, Mr. Angel. Let me fix his feet here. He doesn't want to quite stand, right? Okay, there you go. There's Angel there, and we'll go ahead and put Apocalypse. Yeah, we know that guy very well, right? He's the one that helped Archangel out, or if he did or not. But you're looking at the scale, you can see Apocalypse and Juggernaut a little bit bigger. That's how it is in the comics. Those two together are right. If I had to choose, my favorite would be Archangel because I like just the way he looks. It's the character I like. Angel is okay. I'd choose him later. But if I had to choose now, it would be Archangel. Okay, guys, you see it right here, and you get the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at the accessories. You'll be getting the wings, which comes in multiple parts. We'll be going over it. You'll also get an extra head sculpt, which makes 2. Then you'll get 2 pair of hands, which are the open hands and the closed hands, of course. And you'll get the wings that are connected. They're smaller. That's not like the big ones, but a little bit smaller. And then you'll get the feather blade effect parts, which is pretty cool. Can't wait to see what that looks like when it all gets together, right? Okay, so let's start off with the pair of hands first, right? We'll go ahead and look at the hands that he has on him now. So let's take a look at the punch hands. As you can see them there, pretty basic. Nothing really wild on the punch hands, just basic. So let's take a look at them. Okay, there you are. Very basic. There he is. Okay, fingers, thumbs, clenched. There you are, all black, has decent detail, not bad at all. There you go on the punch hands. Nothing to it, right? Let's stand him up. Okay, doesn't want to stand. Of course he doesn't. There we are. Okay, next we'll look at the open hands. These are more like a claw look, like he's about to claw you. As you can see there, they're open. His fingers are pointy at the end, like he has nails, right? And then it just looks pretty basic. He's wearing black gloves over these pointy fingers, long nails, whatever you want to call it. But that's what I see. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at one of them. We don't need to see both because they're the exact same detail. Okay, here we are. There you go. You see the all black. Of course, you have the peg system, and there's a latch there as well. Palm, it's there. And there are your sharp fingers, right? Very sharp. Claws, right? Okay. There you go. Nothing to it. All right. So we see that. Pretty nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. As you see the head sculpt there, it did very nice detail. As you can see with the brush paint, the eyes, of course, in the comics, his eyes are like that. Loving the blue face. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So let's look at it up close. Let me put it on my infamous Q-tip here. Yes, sir. Okay, here we are. There it is. Right? See the face? That looks pretty decent, actually. I mean, you got the red eyes, just like the comics. You see the eyebrows are brushed on black. You have a little bit of stuff here just to give it that effect where the dark blue is, because his eyes are red, he's angry. See the blue there, the teeth, the lips. You have that nice tongue in the back, that's really nice. And you see the outline of the gray of the face where the blue is. That looks good. The cuts by the ears, not bad, right? And the separation between the silver and black looks good too. Facial structures look nice. That tongue though, realistic looking back there. Okay, you see the back of the head. You have the black paint, grooves of black, just like you see the point in the silver there. You have grooves of black in front of it, as you can see there as well, right? And of course, on top, it ends in an opening, right? Got the point of gray on the nose that wraps around the face. There you have it. Not a bad head sculpt. Not bad at all. Paint's kind of okay. You have a lot of runoffs, but it will do, right? He looks more like he's not Archangel, like he's some kind of beast, like a vampire. Cause look at his red teeth. Did you bite somebody? Okay, that'll do it for the head sculpt. Okay, next up, we'll take a look at the feather blade effects, right? You get two of these. They're exact same, as you can see there. You can put those on the wings somehow. I didn't look at it. I should have looked at how you put them on, as I saw in the picture. But I'm just showing you how they look there. You get the idea, right? So let's go ahead and look at them up close. We'll just look at one because they are the same, right? So here we are. Translucent plastic. Nothing new about that, right? So you put some light into this, it'll be good, I think. And then you have your razor blades at the back, right? Coming out of his wings. That's cool. I mean, the razor blades could have been more metallic just to give it that effect. The silver effect doesn't seem like it's gonna do much. It's very basic. I do like the blue translucent. Put some light to it, looks good, but there you have it. No peg systems or anything to hook them on, but we will see it when the finishing touches, when this figure is put together all the way. And there you have it. Right? Feather effects. Feather blade effect. Okay? All right, next up will be the wings. We're going to start with the smaller ones. Even though it's a whole set, as you can see there, we'll start with these small ones that are attached. Okay, we just show one. There's no need to show two. Here we are. Okay, for the smaller wings that comes onto his body where everything hooks into his back, you see that here, right? That's neat in itself. This is the additional piece. These are two different pieces. This one pegs in, and this is part of the wing that gets put in, right? And then this is the other part where the other wing snaps in. You'll see that in a moment. But look, it's pretty detailed, I think, and you're looking at it. We're talking about Archangel. This is okay. It's really not silver, but why is it not all silver and shiny? Why is that? That takes away from the fact of who he is and who he become. If you guys know who gave him his wings and who tore him off. And leave me something in the comments. How did his wings get tore off and who put them back on? You should know that. Okay, so that's it on that. The other one looks exactly the same. Very, very basic. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's look at the wings that snap on. You just need one because they're all the same. Okay, here we are. You see the big ones there, right? They do look good when they're sitting correctly. I do admit that. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Here we go. There's your snap-on. It snaps on fairly decent. It's just a bigger portion where he can actually fold it and cover his body. Do like that. Cover himself real well. Do like that. I just don't like the paint scheme on this. This color's not doing it for me. Even if I look at it now, away from the camera, in front of the lights, it's just not something that I think they should have done. It should be more metallic and shiny, and they haven't done that. Nope, don't like that at all, but it still does the job. You see it, guys. Okay, and that will do it for the accessories. So let's take a look at the appearance. Multiple things are going on here. When I'm looking at some of the photos, I do see different things, but for the X-Force, this is what it should be, I think, in my opinion. I'm gonna throw a picture up. That way you can see what I see. And if you can see something else, let me know in the comments. But let's go ahead and look at him without his wings. If you look at the figure closely, that blue is correct. Eyes are correct. Everything that's sculpted on the head, how it's the design of it, that's right. Even on the top of his head, all this silver is correct, which I think the silver is okay because it almost looks like an off-white, but it's silver. And I think that should have been more metallic, just like in the comics, but it still will do, right? So you have all these linings here, and you have the gauntlet there, and you have it on the back. All that's just like the comic. Here, all that is like the comics, which is pretty cool. You look at the leg there, you see the design there on both sides. That's correct. Right in the middle there, that's correct as well. And then the feet have these here. Those are all silver, shiny, shiny silver. So this portion of the figure is correct. It just needed to be done with a better metallic finish, not more of this. It's kind of shiny and gray, but it's really dull. Even the camera can't catch it. The camera makes it look like it's just gray, right? Okay, so we'll set them down and we'll look at the wings. Okay, the wings is what gets me because they're so big. They should have been done in a metallic finish with a nice silver outline. So let's look at the smaller wing. The smaller wing is correct as well. The shape of it's right. But when you see this, it's just a dull plastic. It's not metallic. It's got a shine to it, but that's just regular. It doesn't have that Archangel shine to it, that silver. They're lacking that. But you could probably do that yourself and make that happen. Usually it's all the silver, and here will be trimming of really standout silver that trims it out, that shows out better than this would. And we do not have that there, but here they are, and that's how it looks. So let's take a look at the larger wing. And if you take a look at the larger wing, this is what disappoints me. Like I said, it should be painted the same. It should be that silver with the outline of the highlighted chrome. That way you get that Archangel effect, which we don't have, okay? But so if you look in the comments there, you're gonna see these right here at the bottom, these grooves. Those flare out. They flare out, they break away. You could have done that in some way to have some of these break away. Not all of them, just a few of them breaking away, especially when we're about to do our feather effect, right? The blade feather effect. Yeah, we would like that because it seems like they're going on the tip here. You toss those out, these spread wide open, and easy to stick in too for effects. But we do not have that on there, right? So this is okay. Kind of disappointed that they didn't paint it very well. They just used their plastic and just sent it off, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the effects that we already looked at earlier. Let's look at them and see how they do go on to the, just because we need the appearance of it. So if it was on the wing, how does it go onto the wing? Can somebody tell me? Leave something in the comments. Like, how does this go? Because what I saw, it was stuck on there. They had it on there. It was in the blade. It was coming out right here. It just didn't do it for me. Yep. Right here. Nope. No slots, no nothing. So I don't know how they did it. Maybe just put it on like this. I'm not sure. That looks terrible. So I have no idea. So that I don't know. We'll have to check that out. Okay, so that will do it for the appearance. So let's check out the POA, the points of articulation. Okay, he's complete. Okay, that's how he looks complete. It looks really good, not bad. But let's start on it. We'll start with the body first before the wings. Okay, you see, we'll knock them back some. It's great about it. Okay, head movements. Head movements are the ball and socket and the latch. Get my lighting here. On that latch system there, you can see that's that ball and socket, and you do have your latching, right? He needs that for being a flyer. Those are perfect. Okay, so we have that. Nice. Okay, body on the arms. So you do have your latches here, right? And then they do rotate inside on a ball and socket. So the movements there are great. There you go, right? And there is your bicep swivel. That is there. Too many motions there, not bad at all. So we're going to put this back down. There's your bicep swivel. Nicely done. Okay, double jointed arms. They're going to be there, right? Okay. And you see that the wrists have latches of their own. If you can get in there and see that latch, yeah, you can. And they rotate right by the gauntlet. Okay. Middle of the figure, you do not have a major crunch system, but it's there. You see that it's there. It's in there, and you can crunch out just a tad, and you do have waist motions right there. Okay. Got it? Nicely done. And that's very smooth, by the way. That's nothing you got to tear up. So that's the same on both sides. You do have your thigh swivels here. You can see the cuts. There they are. Don't need to do the other side. They have it as well. And you do have double jointed legs. Go with the knees there. Always got to have the double jointed, right? Okay. And you do have rotations above the calf. Right? And there we are. And you have latches in the feet that sit on rockers. No pivot in the toe. And that's the same on both sides of the figure. So let's go to the wings. The wings is the two part, right? These wings can fold in, fold back out, and they can also rotate down, right? Okay. And they're connected into the back there. They're just peg systems. You peg these in the back and the system begins, right? Okay. These wings here, they do fold all the way in. That's pretty cool. Like he protects himself and he still flies, right? Shooting out stuff. Yep, that's what he does. And they open up as well, right? And they also hinge up and down as well. There you go. Not bad. Pretty good looking figure. There we go. All right. So looking at it there, not too bad. And that will do it for the articulation. I gotta go. Okay, so it's a fun fact. I did get it set in. You have to just kind of do your own thing, but you can set it in there, get it kind of wedged in, and it does the job, right? Okay, there you have it. Right there. Just wanted to show you that. Apocalypse, come here. Okay, for the pros and cons, we'll start with the cons. The cons is, I think that this figure could use better paint job. Being at the wings could be much more metallic, much more chrome edging. That would do. Okay, that's just my con. My pros is, I do like the effects, the feather effects. The figure itself is proportioned right, it's painted right, that looks good. I like that we have an extra head sculpt. I like that we have an extra pair of hands. Everything of that nature is good. So for me, I'm gonna give the figure a 3 out of 5 stars. Guys, let me know what your stars are. And you guessed it, you can get it at HASBROPulse.com. Just check out HASBROPulse.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational, or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.